So, yeah, like I said, it got dark. It got dark real quick. Body of woman whose child said mama was in blood believed to be found. This was reported on the 26th. Here's a picture. This is so damn sad. She looks familiar. Georgia authorities believe they found the remains of a mother who went missing nearly a year ago, People reports. 18-year-old Gabriella Dixon was last seen on October 30th in Macon, Georgia. That same day, Reginald Harris, the father of Dixon's children, dropped them off at their grandmother's home. According to a missing persons report, Dixon's 2-year-old child told her grandmother that her mama was in blood. The 2-year-old's older sibling said mama is sleeping. These kids are going to seriously need therapy. Shit. Months after Dixon's mother launched a search campaign for her daughter, authorities said Wednesday, July 24th, that human remains were found by a construction crew in a wooded area in Monroe County, Georgia. Officials and family members believe the remains belonged to Dixon, citing the red hair and clothing found on the body. Authorities issued an arrest warrant for Harris on a charge of unaliving. Jatarius D'Angelo Price, who was initially arrested in November on charges of making false statements and tampering with evidence, is also facing charges of conspiracy to commit murder after the remains were found. A GoFundMe campaign launched to raise money for research efforts described Dixon as the mother of two precious little girls who is very brilliant and quiet. God rest her soul. That is disgusting. What the fuck? Can people just break the fuck up and keep going? Can you just get a divorce and keep it pushing? Why the fuck do you have to just annihilate the other person? Shit, you laid down, you had a baby, and that's all there is to it. Wear a fucking condom or get fixed. But if you want to lay down, you got to know the fucking results and go on with your business if it doesn't work. I don't give a fuck how angry you get. Go punch a wall or a tree. Shit. Anyways, moving on.
Emotional content.
So, two white strangers flashed 8 photos at black councilwoman's home. Y'all motherfuckers can't walk down the street and leave people alone. What the fuck? See, this is why I said the future peace will be achieved when everybody minds their own fucking business. That's never going to happen, so damn it. Ann Arbor, Michigan police are investigating an alleged hate crime involving a city council member, CBS News reports. Councilwoman Cynthia Harrison said she and her husband were at home sleeping last week when they heard someone knocking loudly on their door. I've never really heard anyone knock at my door with such ferocity, Harrison recalled. When Harrison checked her video camera, the councilwoman said 2 strangers and a photo of an ape. My heart is beating literally out of my chest. I'm trying to process what had happened, and I see 2 individuals that I don't recognize, Harrison said. Let's stop right there and just say, I'd have had my husband on the wait with the phone in his hand, with 911 already dialed, just waiting to put send. Then I would have gave him the signal. Them motherfuckers wouldn't have known what had happened. I'd have just let them knock on the door until the police came and got their ass. The 2 individuals flashed the ape photo at Harrison's front door just a day after the city council approved a resolution to increase police training on hate crime prevention. So you just don't want to do the work, you bastards. And then you wonder why motherfuckers be angry. Shit. Like I said, I would have had the damn phone on the ready. They would have got caught fucking with me. Anyways, though there's no evidence that connect. Wait a minute, where was I? Oh, up here. You see that as something that shouldn't happen in this day and age. And as the police chief, I found it as disturbing, Chief Andre Anderson said in a statement. Though there's no evidence that connects the incident to the hate crime resolution, Harrison believes it was a racist attempt to intimidate her. Police said they are still investigating the incident. Might I suggest you get a fence or something or move and make sure that these motherfuckers have to have permission to come into your yard. I'm just saying, I would invest in some electrified fences. I'm just saying. I know the individual that is primarily responsible is an adult, and that's the focus. The focus, said Anderson. Once again, electrified fence, just saying. Ain't got no business on your goddamn land in the first damn place. They should be glad that you didn't pull one of those Florida stand your ground moves. I mean, they always claiming that shit. But you know, the fuckery ain't over. I thought it was going to be a light night, and then I didn't turn around and scroll further down a news channel, and ooh, look what I found. Hold on.
Emotional content.
So Miss Kansas Alexis Smith calls out her abuser on stage during a pageant speech. This was reported 4 days ago. Miss Kansas Alexis Smith is going viral for delivering a powerful speech on domestic violence during the pageant. In a now viral video, Smith, who was crowned Miss Kansas in June, gave a powerful speech about her vision for the organization during the pageant's final interview question. Smith said she would fight against the DV before revealing that her person was in the audience. My vision as the next Miss Kansas is to eliminate the unhealthy and abusive relationships, Smith said. Matter of fact, some of you out in the audience saw me very emotional because my abuser is here today. But that's not going to stop me from being on this Miss Kansas stage, from representing as the next Miss Kansas, because I and my community deserve healthy relationships. You're damn right. There she is, looking beautiful. She went ahead and reclaimed is about reclaiming your power and standing firmly in it. Well, stand in it, lady. In an Instagram post, Smith said the night of the pageant took an unexpected turn when someone I have been healing from tried to disrupt my peace. Instead of falling into silence, I chose to live out my vision for a better world. I took back my power, not just for myself, but for my dreams and everyone watching and listening, she added. Smith noted that sharing her experience wasn't about shunning others, but instead turning her pain into purpose and channeling it in a way that unifies and uplifts. The recently crowned Miss Kansas is set to compete in the Miss America pageant in January. Damn, you better. She is. She's very brave, very, very beautiful, and it's about damn time people start getting their peace back. Shit, I'm learning now to stop letting people fuck with my peace. But anyways, we're not done. We still got some more fuckery. So here we go, y'all. So a Republican judge was caught on camera threatening to pew pew black teens. This was reported 2 days ago. You have no lips, lady, and you're quite unattractive. A Republican judge in New York faces possible removal from the bench after video showed her threatening to pew-pew 4 black teenagers, per CBS News. Aaron P. Gall, a Republican judge from the state Supreme Court in fucking county, went on a tirade against the black teens at a graduation party. It's a graduation party, you jackass. July 2022. Gall was invited to the party and attended with her husband and 3 children. 4 black teenagers allegedly arrived at the party uninvited after learning about the event on a live video feed. Just because they're black doesn't mean shit. Just get their asses out of there if they were uninvited. An altercation ensued at the party involving Gall's 18-year-old son. It's unclear whether the 4 teens were involved in the incident, but Gall claimed she saw her son get attacked by unknown individuals and slapped in the head. Most people that get slapped in the head, that's usually somebody being funny. Yes, you do. That's how I roll. Let's see here now. Body camera footage shows the teens looking for lost car keys as Gall yelled at them to leave the party. That's how I roll. That's how Mrs. G rolls. That's how Judge Gall rolls. We're cleaning this place out, she says. Okay, first of all, something wrong with your ass when you call yourself Mrs. G and tell people that's how you roll. That's ignorant as fuck. She urged responding officers to arrest the teens while repeatedly mentioning she was a judge. Why do they always like to flaunt their fucking levels? She also claimed the teens didn't look like they were that smart, asshole. They're not going to business school, that's for sure. I hope every single one of them is a CEO. Gall went on to threaten to pew-pew the teenagers as they were still trying to find their car keys. If they come back looking for it, I'll call you while they're on the property, Gall said. If they did, they'll be arrested or they'll be pew-pewed on the property because when they trespass, you can pew-pew them on the property. I'll pew-pew them on the property. She said it 3 fucking times. When responding officers expressed concern about possibly facing a lawsuit for arresting the teens without good reason, Gall assured them that they had her support. Listen, but guess what? The good part is I'm always on your side, Gall said. It sounds like she was drunk. You know I'd take anyone down for you guys. You know that. I am on your side. Well, more corruption in plain view. New York State Commission on Judicial Conduct recommended Gall be removed as a judge, citing the incident. She engaged in a loud, public, prolonged, and profanity-laced confrontation with responding police officers and others at the scene, during which she repeatedly invoked her judicial office, made comments that cast doubt on her ability to be impartial as a judge. The commission added that Gall's statement created an appearance of racial bias. And here's the kicker. I heard they actually were invited. According to CBS, Gall's attorney is planning to appeal the ruling. The New York State Court of Appeals will ultimately decide if Gall will be removed from the bench. You should be embarrassed enough that you should take your ass off the bench off the bat. I'm telling you, psychiatry, everybody that is in a fucking like a position of power should literally be evaluated by a staunch psychologist, non-partial.